adventurers, I'm out here checking out a few campgrounds on my way to the Pacific Northwest, and today I have stopped off at this nice national forest campground, and for the first time I really feel like I'm in a forest. This is so nice. So this site is only $10 and it's a pretty basic site. You have vault toilets over here, flush toilets at the front, and then with each campsite you're going to have a picnic table and a grill. But the thing I like about this most is if you're a tent camper, there's plenty of room to spread out all over the place. There's also plenty of room if you are an RV camper to park just about any size unit. So there's different sizes kind of as you go around the different loops. There are 4 loops. There's only one pay kiosk and it is right up this way. It is right next to a flushing toilet, so that's kind of cool. This campground is not open year round. In fact, they are going to be closing it in just a couple weeks. So if you come in anytime after September 16th of any year, you're not getting in. Nope. Nope. This one's gonna be shut down. But they do have openings as of early spring, so it's a great place for you to come and hang out. The trees here are gorgeous, guys. And there's also a small trail that goes over to the river. So for $10, this is amazing. Like, so amazing, guys. It's Ranger Bunny, and I wanted to share with you some liquid IV. Now, the reason why I started using liquid IV is because I'm always out and about, and sometimes you just need that little pick-me-up. Liquid IV is going to give you 3 times the hydration out of a single water bottle. So this guy right here is about 16 fluid ounces, but with liquid IV I'm going to feel like I drank 3 of these and stay nice and hydrated when I'm hiking and doing things like that. So I wanted to share my campground with you and share how I mix up my liquid IV. It's really simple. This is what the liquid IV looks like. They come in these single servings and they have a variety of different flavors. This one is the acai berry and it tastes so good. Things I like about these the most are they're non-GMO, they're an electrolyte drink mix, but they give you twice as many electrolytes as a Gatorade, so they are phenomenal. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open this up and we're gonna pour it into here. So let me take the lid off and here we go. These are set up so all you have to do is tear them, so you don't have to have scissors or anything like that. A tiny opening is all that you need, and then you'll be able to pour all of this into your cup of choice or your tumbler of choice. You can see I've already put water in here, so all I have to do now is just pour it in. Make sure all of it's in there really good. And then we're gonna make sure we throw this away. So never leave your trash at your campsite open or out on the trail. That's a big no-no, guys. Now, I always like to shake mine up nice and good to make sure it is fully in there. So yeah, just a nice little shake, and that's all you need right there. It's super easy and it's a great thing. Now, right now I'm in the Pacific Northwest, where even on a hot day, it's not near as hot as it is in the lower states like Arizona or New Mexico or Texas, but this is going to give me just the same hydration whether I'm here or in the heat. The one thing I will say is whenever I'm drinking it, whenever it's super hot outside, I've noticed that I don't feel like I get as fatigued as quickly, and it doesn't feel like the sun sucks all of the life out of me. So that's really, really good. So yeah, so let's have a drink and enjoy ourselves. I do like this so much, whether you have hot water or cold water or lukewarm water, it still tastes good just the same. Today just feels like a beautiful fall day, and being out here at this campground, it is so peaceful and relaxing. I could easily just hang out and chill at the campground. Yeah, it's been raining. It's a little wet everywhere. This is what I think of when I think of the Pacific Northwest. What is this I see? Oh my goodness, they actually have drinking water in this National Forest camp. What? That doesn't happen at a lot of them. So that is pretty nice. And it's kind of centrally located in between this campsite, that campsite, and all of these campsites. What's this though? Is this what I think it is? Are we still in bear country? I think we are. This is the only box that I've seen in this entire area though. But yes indeed, it is a bear box. Now whenever I was in Yellowstone, someone asked me, did I know how to use bear spray? Do I know how to open bear boxes? These are important things that you need to kind of take into consideration when you come to this area because there are bears. So bear spray itself is a whole nother story that we're not going to get into today. But the bear box, we can. Bear boxes are really simple. This one is actually labeled. A lot of them are not. You're going to put your hand inside. You're going to push up with your fingers and then it opens. And inside you can see there's plenty of room. You can actually put a full-size cooler and anything that you have that might smell like anything that might resemble food to a bear. That means your perfumes, that's also going to mean your toothpaste, as silly as it sounds, your lotions, your shampoos, pretty much everything. And then you just push it back in and you're good to go. I am rather curious as to why that is literally the only box I see though. Yeah, I see no other boxes. Why? That's so bizarre. And it's not even near the campground host site. I would think it would be near at least the campground host. I don't know, this is kind of bizarre. I'm gonna keep looking. Maybe there's one per loop. Let's find out. So clearly this cone means we can't come here, but this is the campground host spot. There's currently no host, but look at all this cool stuff that they get. They have their own propane tank. They have their own box, which I'm assuming is for wood because it is definitely not a bear box. They have electricity. They also have their own water. So while the rest of us are all roughing it, they even have their own dump station. What? Just beyond the campground host area, there's this cute little area that has all these little bird houses. And I don't know if the campground host puts them up or if this is your bird observing area, but they're really cute. Nice touch. Nice touch, National Forest. Let's see what the bathroom has to offer, guys. This is not your standard National Forest campground. Wow. Okay, it's a flush toilet. It's a little odd, but it does have running water. So let's just close that. I'm really confused. We're paying $10 for a primitive site, but we have access to drinking water, flushing toilets, and an RV dump? What? Yeah, an RV dump right here. That's really, really doing the most for a National Forest. I have never seen a National Forest campground that's like this, especially for $10. We started off on Loop C, and that's where I found all of that stuff that we just enjoyed. But now we're on Loop A, and Loop A is designed with all pull-throughs. Same $10. It's really, really nice. They literally can fit any size rig in here, and there's not a lot of people here right now, like at all. It's kind of nice in here, actually. I can imagine that it probably does get a little bit more crowded. You do have river access, and you also have the mountains behind you, but wow. It's really pretty. Search of the other campsites, and pulling down the road, it says there's a tunnel. Definitely a little confused, but it has a 14-foot clearance, so that's something to know. If you're trying to camp on not A or C, you don't need to be very tall. Oh wow. total sense. The ANC loops are on the opposite side of the highway. Over there, right here. This is Loop G. I'm not sure where all the letters in between went, but this one is currently closed. Now it looks like it probably has been closed for a little bit because it's a little overgrown, especially in the middle area. But yeah, so that's a unique feature. I'm not sure when this one closed, if it's been closed all season, don't know. But really interesting to know they have campgrounds on both sides and they can be accessed through the rest stops. So you literally pull into the rest stop and go right beyond it and there's the campground. That is so convenient. And I don't know why they don't do that more often, to be honest. So I'm going to make sure that I take a few pictures so you can see all of the interesting things on my blog. And yeah, so this has been a really interesting little checkout of the Quartz Flat Campground. National Forest, you know what you're doing here in this portion of Montana, that's for sure. I can only assume that all of the wonderful quiet that I was experiencing probably is somewhat interrupted at times because there's definitely a railroad track that runs right alongside the campground. Yeah. See it, guys? There it is, right there. And even if it's not blowing its horn, you can still probably hear the rumble. Well, guys, it looks like it's trying to start raining again. It's pretty light right now, so I think that we're gonna end this just in time. Earlier, it was pretty bad, so I want to get back on the road before it starts doing that again. This is something pretty handy. They have a little trail guide that you can actually pick up at the trailhead. There's a little box right here and they're inside, absolutely free. It's going to tell a little bit about the area, so let's just look real quick. It says here that the nature trail begins and ends at the same elevation, and it's only about half a mile, so that's totally doable. It also talks to you about what's along the way. There's several different checkpoints. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Flip it over. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different ones. So along the way, you're going to see 15 points of reference that you can kind of know what's going on. And there's some illustrations also to help you kind of better understand what you're looking at. That's pretty impressive. I am just real impressed with this National Forest campground. Like, what? I would just like to give a complete and total shout out to the LOLO National Forest Superior Ranger District. You guys are doing it. You're doing it big. So guys, this right here is the rest stop I was talking about. You actually turn in over there and go through the parking lot to get to here. So there is a sign that clearly marks the campground. Let me show you. See, that's how you know that you're going in the right direction. It is a little bit confusing, definitely, because there is a rest stop and then there's a private residence, which is a little sketchy, but beautifully maintained national forest land. Thanks guys for coming out to Quartz Flat Campground in the LOLO National Forest with me. I hope you have enjoyed today's look at the campgrounds and checking out the Liquid IV with me. The stuff is a game changer when you're traveling, and whether you're on a day like this where you're just able to relax or you're doing a strenuous hike, it comes in handy, just saying. So thanks again. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications of future uploads, and have a good one. I'll see you when we get a little bit closer to Washington.